Hi everybody. On the last day of work, which was June 27th, my last day I'm going to take vacations. My actual official retirement date will be August 1st. They gave me this. It's a barrel head from a whiskey barrel. One of the guys at work does this kind of stuff. Really nice. My starting date was wrong, but I didn't say anything about it. I actually worked there longer than 33 years. Really nice keepsake, so I have to figure out somewhere to hang it. It's pretty daggone heavy, and it's actually a real used whiskey barrel. It's charred on the backside, so when you handle it, you have to be careful not to get black stuff all over you. So we put this down and talk about the switching layout. All right, this is where I intend to keep it most of the time, and actually I can use it, operate here. A couple things I want to do. I want to put a light under here so I have more light. I want to put a little backdrop on it, which obviously it limits the height of it can be. And this thing is going to be in the way. This is my holder, throttle holder for when I'm switching over in the yard, and I don't have to walk back over there. Normally I keep the throttle over there. That way I can put it down if I have to fiddle with something. I don't want to move it down here in front of the standard elevator, so I remove this down here, and we'll see what that looks like, and then we'll probably talk about the backdrop. All right, that was about a one banana job. It was well within my capability, so I moved it down here. The other thing I did was I tied up some wires that are hanging down just a little bit down there under the layout, and I moved the track diagram up here, so if I ever was going to film something like that, it wouldn't be distracting. Okay. So what I'm going to choose for the layout, I'd rather have masonite, but you can go and buy masonite like at my Lowe's in 4x8 sheets, and I don't need a 4x8 sheet of masonite. So I got this Luan plywood, very thin. I think it's about 10 bucks, something like that. 2x4 sheet. It's 5.2 millimeters thick. I can't do the math on that. To tell you how it looks like, maybe a 1/4 inch, but maybe a little bit thinner than that. 48 inches long, the layout's 43, so I'm just going to leave about a couple inches over on each end. That way, if I'm taking a photo or something, I've got a little bit of leeway where the backdrop, won't just end like right where the layout ends. So now I need to know how tall this is, because if it's going to fit under here, I can't, obviously, I'm going to have to cut it off quite a bit. So I turn the layout around. This is what the back side looks like. Remember, this is a floating shelf. So it came with a bracket, which I'll say I'm not using. This is what you would mount to the wall if you were going to have a floating shelf. And then you would slide it in like this. And that way the shelf is, it's just like it's not visible how it's supported on a wall. Pretty neat concept. So this is all solid wood through here. Well, it's particle board, but it's solid. So I want to make this backdrop removable. So what I decided to do is I went to Lowe's, and I got these little, this is a clamping knob with a male stud. Well, I'm going to thread it on there. Like that. And this, I drill a hole that size, then I can drive it in. Those studs will hold it in. And then I can just clamp the backdrop on with this. I only got 2. Sort of thinking that maybe I should have got 4 across here. We'll see if it bows out in the middle. And if it does, I'll have to go back and add a couple more in here. Really cheap though. They were just, a couple bucks a piece, something like that. This won't be any big issue. So this is the way I wanted to do it. I'm going to mount those here. Obviously, I don't want to be fighting my valence. So it looks like I need to cut the backdrop maybe about I'll just say 10.5. I want a little bit of clearance there. 10.5. It'll come down to here and it'll stick up. I guess that would be about 8 inches above the track level, and that'll be good enough for this little project layout. So I'm going to get that done. I'm going to cut it. I'll mount it. I'll show you how I'm going to mount it. I'm just going to paint it sky blue right now with some blue paint I've got, and we'll show you the finished product. By the way, while I'm here, this is Sunday, June 29th. So my operation on my mouth was 6 days ago. Obviously, I'm not having any trouble talking. I've got that plastic retainer in. It's really no trouble at all. It's so thin. Take it out and clean it every now and then. Brush my teeth. I have to stay away from there with the sutures. Brush my teeth, put it back in. It's really not a big deal. I can't eat anything real chewy like steak or something. I'm not taking Percocet anymore. Not taking any pain medication at all. I did go to the doctor on Friday. Had some kind of sinus thing going on. Since I've been back from Mexico, I haven't been that well. But they gave me what the Z-Pack, I think what they call it. They said to take 6 one day and 5 the second day and 4 the third day. And this is Sunday and I'm feeling a lot better. So I'll probably re-narrate the video I'm going to post next Saturday to include some stuff about the comments that you guys made. But I appreciate everybody, telling me to get well and keep me in your thoughts and prayers and everything. So let's get back to work on this. So I've got it cut off. I was planning on using those furniture clamps to clamp each end, but they don't have enough span right here since I made the decision to let it overhang on each end, so I can't use them. So I took the layout down, set it on its face, and I've got these 2 bricks holding it leveled up across the bottom. So now I'll drill the holes and mount the backdrop. Again, I'll put one on each end. If it turns out that it bows in the middle pretty badly, then I will probably go get another set of them, put at least one in the middle. All right, here it is. As I was afraid of, it is a little, I don't know, I may not worry about it. We'll see, but it's not tight right here. These are just, pretty easy if I want to take it down. So now let's see, I don't have a lot of clearance here. Let's see if I can put it up underneath there. I may have to go down a little bit more. The whole thing is still really light. It's probably not even 10 pounds yet, without any buildings on it or anything. Yeah, I think that should work. When I run it, I'm going to keep it out like this, close to the edge. I'll put a light up under here. I'll probably just go to Lowe's and get like a stick-on under cabinet light or something, attached under here, run the wire back over. I've got a plug down here I can put it on. But I think that will work out okay. So I'm going to paint it, and I'll show you the final product, and that'll do it for this video. So here's the final version of it. Now in person, there's not as much glare right here as it shows in the picture, maybe because I'm looking at it from up here, I don't see it. I had a 2-foot under cabinet light in the garage I wasn't using. Lowe's really didn't have anything that I liked. I thought, well, I'll just take that one down and put it in here. I'm going to go with that for now. If I end up thinking, it's a little bit dim on the ends, I'll get some strip LED lights and run under there like I did on everything else. But I think I'm happy with it now. Next video, I'll either be talking about the bakery down here, show some progress on that, or I'll try to figure out my little staging track. It's only going to be, a foot, 18 inches, something like that, because I can't pull a 3-foot long train onto this layout, obviously. So it's just going to be enough for a few cars. Appreciate everybody watching, and Saturday I have a operation video. Be switching the my pole storage yard and standard elevator. So I think everyone's going to like that. So everybody stay safe.